the following presentation of the National Football League.
Along the lakefront, a look there at Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, a good one straight ahead. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears. Time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. Number one pick in the 2024 draft. It's Caleb Williams.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like.
They come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
Prior to the opening kickoff, the home crowd is rocking. They're on their feet cheering. Well, one play in, got a little quieter in here. This defense came out, and they took the fight right to them, able to bring the quarterback down for an opening play sack to get their defense settled into this one.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's to the rookie out of Missouri, Luther Burden. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Bears first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. These two got it going on. 19 on that connection, and another first down.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback? Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On 4th down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
see the response as the kick's away. On the return, it's Brandon Codrington. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And that will lead to a second down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Bears offense ready to get going with their second possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead, see if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. Play fake. Now Williams. The pass rush gets home and he goes down. Big Ed Oliver getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. This offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On second down, it's Williams. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with them, and we'll bring up third down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
On fourth down, the Bears send out their second-year man, Torrey Taylor, to punt. Back deep is Brandon Codrington. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and it'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Bills' offense ready for their second possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 31, here's second and a couple. From the gun, here is Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Allen going to throw for it. That's incomplete. Derek Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll bring up second down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. There goes Swift, first down and more. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Chicago.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
On first down, they give it right back to Swift. And this time, they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Williams to throw on second down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On third down, it's Williams. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? You're able to do that here. They tack on free and extend their lead.
Following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's LaVisca Chenault. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bills offense ready for this next possession. Been a bit of a shaky start so far. A punt followed by the turnover on downs last time they had it. Trying to turn things around here on drive number 3. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Gain of 15. 1st down, Buffalo.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
In motion, Shakir. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
1st down, Bill.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. He did a nice job skipping away from one tackle, then going forward, gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Allen. They'll set up the screen for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They tried to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
In motion, Shakir. To the air. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Buffalo.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup. There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Allen now on second down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass.
And he's in. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Duvernay on the return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Now Williams. That one complete to Moore. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Third and short yardage. And here's Williams. They'll go underneath to Komet on the screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
So barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. First and 10, and it's Allen. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Now Allen on first down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On third down, it's Josh Allen, and he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. A one-point affair, 7-6 is the score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2, as they've got it looking at fourth and less than a yard. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. The Bears offense ready to get back at it. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Smith. Up the sideline, past midfield. They're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
A gain of 2 brings us second and
8. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 8. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Bears first down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. Frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
On the ground, here's the Texas Longhorn, Roshan Johnson. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the give, it's Swift. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And he's so close to the goal line, couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually,
and he will drive his way into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Chicago. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He gets it to go, and the Bears are in the lead by the score of 13-7. Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now Codrington to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard mark. The Bills offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Allen. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. His pass deflected and caught. And they will finally run him down. Big-time play there for Buffalo. 32 yards.
And the Bills' 1st down.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Josh Allen. It's slant into the hands of Shakir. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Off the play fake, it's Allen. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Josh Palmer. A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the Bears' 27-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Here's Cook.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and 2. Here we go. From the gun, it's Allen. That one on target to Moore. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down, Bills.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
2nd and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That one taken in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Pass now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. Following the touchdown, pass is back to kick it off. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That'll be taken in by Moore. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
Now Swift. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Good idea there to cover up at the end. He's able to use his legs and pick up 8.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll try and get there on the ground. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. A gain there of 20. First down, Chicago.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contained rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket. When you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Throwing on second down, Williams. And he will slide at the end, give him about 5. And now it's third down.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Third, they need 8. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either the ball or as a runner, and they're able to force fourth down.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bears are going to move out in front.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Santos following the made field goal. Back out to kick this one away. Now Cotrington to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. With Cook. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Picked off by T.J. Edwards. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, you end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. On the ground, it's Swift. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. And second down.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 30-yard line.
Going quickly, that's more on the RPO. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Bears first down.
At the 17-yard line.
2 minutes to go. First half in a 2-point game. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, they're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Whoa! And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Second down, they need 3. Another run here, another run by Swift. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down is Williams from the gun. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. That's hauled in at the 2. And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be 1st and goal.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Swift. Not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. That's a 2nd charge timeout to Chicago as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Good blocking, and he's in. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Chicago. That is 2nd touchdown tonight. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Santos for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bears will make it a two-score game as they are now up 9. Much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now Codrington to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bills offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, here is Allen. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Aside that open man is Knox. And he's going to be out of bounds. 000 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. They'll run with boot. And this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but he does show you that make-you-miss ability that he has.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll try to run for it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Buffalo.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
This one complete to Palmer. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's into the hands of Moore. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 11. Good for a Bills first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 14 yards on the keeper and a first down.
It's the combination of size and speed that really differentiates Josh Allen from the rest of the quarterbacks in the league. So it makes a lot of sense that they're going to get the ball in his hands as often as possible. And we just saw why there.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Second down, they need 7. Now, Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. This one will be sniffed out, thrown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now it's Allen. He takes off. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up first and goal.
And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. One more time with Cook. And this time, he's in. James Cook. Touchdown, Buffalo. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Bills will cut it to a 2-point lead.
Bills 21.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Duvernay on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Bears offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he is out of bounds at the 45. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. When they're working together like this, that's the definition of teamwork.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
49-yard line. Brings up second down.
Here's second down. They'll go again with Swift, and he's got it. First down, a pickup of 4.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find the crease and hit it. He's able to pick up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs. Sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Williams now to throw. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 36 yards.
First and goal on the 9-yard line.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
They'll run with Swift. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
One more time, they try Swift. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes third and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
Williams. And he'll take it on in. Luther Burton. Touchdown, Bears. Is Santos for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bears will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators. Trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now Codrington to return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
First down, Bills.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Andrew Billings in there to drop. And that time, it's a loss of 7.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Allen working from the pistol. He gets with Palmer on that one. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Williams. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Ed Oliver in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
In this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
The middle with Swift. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and
12. Here's Williams. Over the middle, that's Komet. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Bills offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. 1st down. Allen thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And that is incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down. Over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the defense can't lucky to stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
One more time going up top with Allen. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
To the air once more is Allen, who outs another catch for his favorite target. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Allen. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Buffalo.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Bills.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Allen now off the bootleg. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On third down, it's Allen. He'll step up and run. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
First and 10 at the 6-yard line.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why.
Now Cook loses the football. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect.
And he will score. Game on. Ray Davis. Touchdown, Bills. they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now Bass to tack on the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills will cut it to a 2-point lead.
Bills 28.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. Duvernay on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Now he'll run it. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
16 yards. That's good for the Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's a give left side. This is Swift. There goes Swift. 1st down and more. And he's going to take this all the way to the Bears' 20-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On the give, here's Swift. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
It was clear this offseason this was an area of emphasis. They wanted to continue to fortify the interior of this defensive line, and with this young player, they think they've got themselves a good one.
They will run it over center with Swift. Open space inside the 10. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Cole Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up one, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the fourth quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Chenault. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense back onto the field for their next possession. Going to keep it on his own read. A terrific run, finally brought down, but he's inside the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 41 yards.
This is why you tailor your offense around a guy like this. I mean, every once in a while, mix in some design runs. He's got such game-changing ability with the ball in his hands, and here, he rips off a big one.
This one caught right side by Knox. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. It's a pickup of 16 yards, down to the 16.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, two things need to happen. One, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. When both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the 12-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Carry, it's Cook. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackles behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
To the air on 3rd down. Here's Allen. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
At the 1-yard line.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
Push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Play fake, it's Allen. And that is caught in the the end zone. He's in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And it's just so hard to play defense down this close to your own goal line. Of course, you have to be prepared for any sort of goal line run. But then these play-action passes down here are just so hard to account for everybody. And it's simply an easy pitch and catch and results in a touchdown.
Extra point try by Bass. He's got it, and the Bills will cut it to a 2-point lead.
Bears 37, Bills 35.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. Duvernay on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's to the tight end, Komet. Look as the big man goes. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big one here in the fourth quarter. That goes for 58.
At the 18-yard line.
This is one of those plays, Mike, where just everything aligns. It's the right play call, the right target, an accurate ball, and then a lot of room to run after the catch. So if they can continue to find these matchups and these holes in the secondary with this quarterback and this playmaker group, man, this is a tough offense to slow down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
The edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
That's good for the Bears. First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Bears.
Make no mistake about it, he may get to glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now, an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away. His kick is good, and the Bears will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Chenault. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play, but those guys on defense, it felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
Allen now on second down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
That one caught. It's Knox, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 30. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. A gain of 48.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Bills. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The extra point by Bass is good, and the Bills will cut it to a 2-point lead.
Bills 42.
When I got rich and bro coming slow, 6 racks on the sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spit 60 racks on me, camouflage gloves. Diamonds on me, I'm a blue girl. I'm not like that.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. Scott now on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30s. The Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball.
No time, set up, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely.
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
3rd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Taking off, he'll try to get there. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll pick up 7. Nice job defensively, though, to make sure it's not more. And it sets up 4th down. Sending out their punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Picked off by Tyler Gordon. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, if there's one thing we can say about this quarterback, Mike, is he has certainly been entertaining. I mean, there's been a lot of good, a little bit of bad, and it's kind of come all over the place. But as many nice throws as he's made, he's got to cut down on some of the interceptions.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining for the defense. But burning that timeout early really comes back to cost them now. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
Brings up 2nd down at the 28-yard line.
Another run here, another run by Swift. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give it like your birthday. The party in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm gonna have it.
A run here with Swift. He'll be taken down well short of the first down. Gain of about 4. It brings up 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So now the Brazilian-born Cairo Santos in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now Cotrington to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a 1st down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
This one brought in by Curtis Samuel. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
So this one in the win column for the Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.